this is what I do, quick demonstration. These are watercolour paints. I use 6 colours. I paint a picture in 3 minutes. All I do, nice and quick like this. White first. This is a fan brush. Then we go on to yellow. Bit more yellow. See that okay? Then I go on to orange. Then I go on to red. A little bit of red. A little bit of mauve. And I'm not cleaning the brush in between, and that's stopping the chance of the actual paper getting too wet. Then I go on to black, and all I do is this. Tap tap, keep tapping it. Move the brush all different ways. Pick it up like that. And then that's that. Pick it up. And that's that done. Then I use a watercolour pencil. Like that. And then I'll sign it. And then I use a watercolour, a bit of water on a brush, go round and round. Bit of tissue. And that takes the colour off the picture. Then you take the tape off, and this is the finished original in 3 minutes. It's taken me months to master. It's my own little style, and this is what I teach here in Hyde Hall. There you go.
Round of applause.
Lovely. Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, that is lovely.
But please have a look at my work in there.
And then £350 you charge.
To you, 400.
I like it.
It's different, isn't it? But do have a look at my work inside. I've got fine detail work, and this is my party piece. I'm John Harrison. I'm a watercolour artist. I've got my own gallery in Birch, which is right near Colchester Zoo. I'm a self-taught artist. I've been painting for 15 years. I do tuition. I do all my own framing service, and I love teaching adults and children.
Without being rude, if you've only been painting for 15 years, you came into it
Very
late in life?
Yeah.
And what was the conversion?
The conversion was, I was a salesman right at the beginning, and then I went into the building trade, and then I was a floor layer, and that's all worked. It all helped with all my framing and all my artwork. So my life has really revolved, come into being an artist.
How can a floor layer become Van Gogh?
Van Gogh. Yeah, Van Gogh cut his ear off, I cut my hair off, it made no difference. But the way I look at it is, I've always wanted to paint. My first son was 3 months old, and basically my wife went back to work as a police officer, and then I fed and changed his nappy and worked, sat down and practiced skies on my own, and it worked out. And ever since then, I've been painting.
So what's your favourite topic? Gardens?
Yeah, gardens. I love being here. I love meeting people. I love flowers. I love scenery. I love buildings, architecture, and I love anything to do with, well, not love. I'm very interested in the First World War as well. So it's very meaningful
So
at the moment.
does that mean you paint poppies?
Yeah, I paint poppies as well. I do demonstration on painted poppies. Yeah, I do all that.
Have you been to France, to the killing fields?
Yep.
To...
Yes, I've been there. I've been over to France and Belgium, and I've also got 3 pictures of the First World War in limited edition prints and also postcards, and I donate some towards the British Legion.
Have you got them on show here?
It took me 6 years to paint, basically because I do a lot of research on the First World War, which I find very interesting and very sad. So basically this particular picture is obviously the Tommy going over the top on one of the major offensives. Promised that the 7 days of bombardment and 7 nights of bombardment on the German trenches, that the actual barbed wire would be completely taken to bits, and it was just fibs. And basically, so these guys are going over the top and getting entangled in barbed wire. Promised tea or dinner in Bapoon, and they weren't, unfortunately. So what I do is I put a remembrance bit. I've got a field of poppies right in the distance. We must remember them. It's so meaningful.
And have you been to the First World War trenches yourself?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah. Yeah.
So to the Somme?
To the Somme and to Belgium, Ypres. I've been all around.
They're still very eerie, aren't they?
Very eerie, very sad, but I love the way they maintain the cemeteries. Really meaningful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very
beautiful.
It really is. It's one real thing that we can be proud of, that we do.
Thousands of graves in pristine condition.
I know, they are. And
Not a
all in
mark
perfect
on them.
line.
Is that
That's
poppy
right.
growing?
That's basically, I sketched the flower and then I basically put all my own bits into what I think makes the picture. This took me around about 150 hours, magnifying glass. You can almost see the hairs on the actual stem itself. And I'm always looking at flowers, looking at the petals and working out how I can paint them, how I can put them on paper. This is a picture of one of the major offences in the First World War. It's Canadians going over the top at Vimy Ridge in the year 1917. So they're going over the top, and then obviously they did lose a lot of guys out there, and then you've got the monument right in the distance there of the Canadian monument, and you've got the field of poppies just there. This is me being a bit political on the First World War.
Oh, politically incorrect.
Yes. So basically what this is obviously the Tommy's going over the top in the Somme area, and basically in broad daylight where the time's changed into broad daylight, you've got mustard gas hitting them as well, and then the poor guys right in between the guys, you've got a field of poppies just there, hiding there, that we must remember. And then we've got some other troops sitting in the trench waiting for the whistle to go over the top as well, and it's to commemorate, you know, what they gave.
Have you researched your family? Have any relatives of you?
At the moment we're doing at the moment my granddad, because I remember my granddad having breathing difficulties, and if I remember rightly he did get gassed during the First World War, and he worked for the General Post Office. I've got an art lesson to do, family art lesson that I do in the lounge.
What do you mean by family?
Family, children and adults, and mum and dad normally.
So you're teaching the whole family?
Yep, teaching the whole family how to paint a picture, and I love it. Really enjoy doing it. So I have to leave my fort and go and join them. Yep, we're going to paint 2 pictures each. Mum and Dad's going to paint a lovely picture, so are you two. It's so simple, you know what it's like, you haven't seen me demonstrate that. Right, so we're going to do a lovely scenery picture. I'm going to teach you how to do trees, and I can teach you how to do grass, and also I'll teach you how to do poppies. You'll like poppies, especially this year. Yeah? Okay, and that's what we're going to do. And you're going to be teaching me by the end of the lesson. So we're not nervous, are we? No, good. That's what I like to hear. They're good artwork as well you've done. Yeah.
Why have you come, parents, to this lesson with your children?
We thought it'd be fun to do something together, and the children quite like art, so we thought it'd be good fun to do something together as an activity.
So you don't already do watercolours as a hobby?
Oh no.